When men speak of God in a man, most men are completely unaware that that God in a man is their imagination, or it's the wonderful imagination. And those that discover this creative power within shall boldly assert the supremacy of imagination and put everything in subjective to it, says Neville. Guys, God is your wonderful, wonderful imagination. You know? Now, how you use this imagination, guys, is everything. There's using your imagination wisely, and there's not using your imagination so wisely, guys. You know what I'm saying? Now, said that you sit in the chair with a certain assumption or a certain imagination, and you sit there in that feeling, and you get up from that chair, and now you're going to bed, and then you still stay in that feeling, and you go to bed with that feeling. You persevere in that feeling, guys. That is using your imagination wisely. You know? My chosen one, how to use your imagination wisely. Hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego Within. Like this video and subscribe for more videos like this, guys. Guys, the topic for today is imagination. And most importantly, how to use it wisely, guys. Now we established the fact that everything you are, my chosen one, is wrapped up in your imagination. Your whole life is in your imagination, guys. After all, the gods put your imagination in you is your uniqueness. This is your gift, guys. But now there's ways of using this imagination. Like anything, guys, when the gods gift you with gifts, they live it up to you. Now how you use it will determine if your gift will be effective or not, guys. This is important, by the way. So if you're sitting there asking yourself, Alula, how do I use my imagination wisely? I mean, I've got these imaginations. You know, there's worlds which I escape to from time to time. You know, and now my main challenge is how to bring this world out into this world. My chosen one, after all, this is the challenge for the chosen one. This will be your biggest challenge, by the way. Your biggest challenge in the world, guys, ever, is to display the feelings you have or to show the imagination that you have within you so that it can be expressed. You know what I mean? And using this imagination wisely, guys, is like that. It will give you that push in order for your imagination to manifest, my chosen one. So how do you use your imagination wisely? First thing first, guys, is when you use your imagination on behalf of somebody else, but you use it with the good intention, guys. Every time you have a good thought on behalf of somebody else, but make sure that thought is one of positive. There you go. You have used your imagination wisely. Every time you looked at somebody else in a loving way, every time you have a pure intention towards somebody else, guys, with that feeling alone, that imagination has been used in a wise way. That imagination has been used in a way that is meant to, guys. You know what I'm saying? And also the opposite is true. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? When you use imagination on behalf of somebody else, but you Don't use that imagination in a loving way, or use it in a negative way, guys. That means that you have used your imagination not so wisely. Guys, your imagination is superpower. You know what I mean? So now this superpower can be used to create more superpowers or more powers, or it can be used to destroy your superpower, guys. Every time you use your imagination in a negative way, understand, guys, you're weakening and you're weakening and you're weakening spiritually. Negativity is how the lowest energy find your way into your consciousness, guys. This is why you got to be on guard. Which brings us to our second point, guys, is how using your imagination wisely, guys, is to check the conversation that you have yourself internally, guys. Is how you speak to yourself within yourself, guys. Is the kind of things that you say to yourself. Is the kind of thoughts that you entertain or the thoughts that you don't entertain, guys. This is why mindfulness, guys, is very effective. When a man or a woman is aware of the kind of things that she thinks about or the kind of things that she imagines, you know what I'm saying? And have kind conversation internally about yourself. Be kind to yourself, you know what I mean? Then, guys, now you're using your imagination wisely in another way, guys. The ancient people have known, guys, the way you speak is very powerful, guys. Up to now, if you go to my country, if you say certain negative, guys, people will interfere and say, oh, I don't say that. Because people know the way you speak, guys, shows your current state or how you feel. Out of the abundance of his heart, a man speaks. Out of the abundance of a heart, guys, a woman speaks, guys. The way you speak to yourself, guys, matters a lot. After all, the conversation you have within yourself, since you live within yourself, guys, will determine how you're using this wonderful gift, this wonderful imagination, guys. That's why, guys, meditation is very effective in this way. You know, before I was doing meditation, guys, most of the time my mind or my consciousness would be filled with a lot of negative thinking. But now when I start to do meditation, I found myself to be forgiving myself more, guys. I found myself to be kind to myself more. I found myself to even begin to embrace myself, saying to myself, Alula, man, you've been through a lot of stuff. But look at you go. Look at you go. You know what I'm saying? Guys, when you begin to change your internal conversation from negative to positive, guys, understand that you're using your imagination wisely and wonderfully. Using your imagination wisely, guys, involves you to involve your feeling with that imagination. It's basically you got to combine it with your feeling, guys. If the feeling is not felt, if that state of yours has not changed, guys, that imagination or the thing that you thought about or the feeling that you have has not been used in a wise manner. Feeling is the language of the universe, guys. Feeling is what puts you in that field. Feeling is what puts you in that frequency. Now, in order for your imagination to be effective, guys, you got to combine it with your feeling. Feeling is a way to really put this imagination or this feeling, really put it on your aura, put it on you, like so firmly, guys. If you think of any thought and you have not bothered yourself to feel the emotion, guys, you have not used your imagination wisely. And most importantly, you have not said your prayer, guys. Feeling is everything, my chosen one. Feeling is how you become a fertile ground. According to the scripture says, when the word or when the seed was sown in the ground, some seeds fell on fertile soil, some fell on no good soil, guys. You know what I'm saying? So your feeling is that fertile soil, my chosen one. When you feel a certain emotion, guys, it's like your body becomes a fertile to that emotion or to that feeling, which will make you manifest things like 100 times faster, guys. That's why the chosen ones, guys, are emotional people. You know what I mean? When I say emotional, it's like, it's not what I mean, but like they don't know how to act or they know how to act this way, not. Guys, they have a power to feel. When you have a power to feel, guys, and make sure that intention is, or that feeling is one of love. If it's not one of love, guys, of course, it's not going to be a positive thing. But guys, if you live in that assumption and you stay in that feeling and you combine it with that feeling, guys, you know what I mean? Nothing will resist you, my chosen one. Everything you wish for, everything you pray for will come to life. And your imagination will be manifesting, guys. You know what I mean? It's to persevere in that feeling. To stay in that feeling, even when your senses deny you, guys. Even when the world denies you. You know what I'm saying? And most important, not entertaining any other thoughts that is negative. Always staying in the positive. Remain in the assumption of the imagination. And continue to combine it with your feeling. This is how to use what God gave you, my chosen one. This is how you move forward and push boundaries, guys, and reaching new heights, my chosen one. This is your gift. This is what makes you unique, guys. This is what makes you who you are. You know what I mean? Understand that we all got imagination. You know what I mean? But the best thing we can do, guys, is to remain in that assumption of our imagination and to use our imagination wisely. When we're living in this kind of way, guys, amazing things will begin to happen in our lives. After all, the real life is what we imagine. Don't think real life is the things that you see out here. And God is also your wonderful imagination. God is your imagination. The universe is your imagination, guys. Your world is your imagination. Everything you are is your imagination. This is your creative power. This is the God power in man, is your imagination. Let me encourage you to imagine this morning, my chosen one. What are you imagining? And let me also encourage you to remain faithful to that assumption and combine it with feeling. Check how you speak to yourself, my chosen one, and speak to yourself in a good, kind way. And then use your imagination wisely on behalf of somebody else in a loving way, guys. Once you do this, it's like you are finding the keys to the universe, guys. It's like you're finding the key that will open the door that is shut to so many others, guys. All right, my chosen one, the rain is coming. And this is how to use your imagination wisely video. All right, guys, like this video, subscribe to this channel, guys. Until the next video, God bless you and take care. Bye-bye. See you. All right, guys. What is your imagination this morning, my chosen one? What are you imagining? What kind of things are you imagining for yourself? Let me tell you now. Whatever it is, just stay in that assumption and understand that your imagination is your reality. All right, guys. Until the next video, be blessed and take care. Bye-bye.